what I want to show you today are 3 different types of the S98 that I got in an auction. We start first with the S98 of First World War. It was a German bayonet. It measures it's very large, as you can see. It measures from grip to the tip 65.5 centimeters, and it was a very small blade, but a very long one. The Germans take this in duty because they want to compete with the French Dillon bayonet, and this one is a bit rusty. I think we will clean it. And this was the first of its kind, the first of its type. And here you can see it has the grip is a full wooden grip. It is all around the hand grip. The newer bayonets have two grip plates, and here steel like this one on the downside, on the other side. And the first types were with this whole wooden grip. It has had some disadvantages because it often cracked in the middle or get full cracked down, and so they were mostly replaced with the two grip plate style new type of the S98. So this one has a this one is working well. The spring is working. The manufacturer of this one was Sömmerda in and ROM. So ROM was a supplier or a patent who constructed these bayonets under patent of Sömmerda, well, it's a nice one. We have to clean it up a bit, and here we have also the stamp. So this was from the 178 Regiment, 4th Company, 230th group, and battle group. So a very nice piece, and we will clean it up a bit. Here we have the sheath of this bayonet. It is a leather one with a place plate and mouth plate. It's not the original blade, I think, for this bayonet, because it's stamped with a B for Bavaria and 1 for the 1st Regiment, 9th Company, and 227th battle group. So I guess they were mixed up in the end of the war. We've also here some rust, so we'll clean it up also and see that we get rid of this one and clean it up again. The other two I will show you in another video. Here we have one S89 with a saw back that I'll present you in the next video, and an S98 98 with of new kind, and the second type. It's called second type of 2 hand grips that I will also show you in the next video. Thank you. Okay, so we'll take these two apart, and we will clean up this one now. For this we get back to my best friend, the Quadro Zero steel wool, and start with the grip. Let's start with the grip. Okay, here we have some old, that's some of this old rust, old dirt, but we will leave it here at this bayonet because the collectors love that old patina that is on the bayonets when it's original and we are good to go. When it's fake, then the bayonet will tremendously leave its value, so be always careful when you clean up a bayonet, when you clean up a firearm. Don't destroy the stamps, don't destroy markings, and that's not always easy. So here we have a stamp. Maybe you can see we have here a little stamp, and this could be, oh, you don't see it, sorry. We have here a little stamp, and that could be a B for Bavaria, which could mean that this could be later used in the Bavarian part of the German army. And let's see what we can find out more. Here we have the troop stamp, the troop markings. Let's clean it carefully. No machines allowed here. This must be cleaned up by hand. So here on the blade back, I found another stamps. Here you see another stamps. The highest one is an A with a crown. The second is a 02. So this stands for 1902, which was the last year where these bayonets were introduced. So this is a very rare one because it was of the last year where these one-piece grip bayonets were introduced in the army and in the German army, and because after this year too, in the 20th century, this type of bayonets were totally completely stopped. This one wooden grip style ones. Okay, so this means this is a very good one. Let's clean the blade a bit from both sides, of course. Get off that rust, dirt. Okay, so here, I hope you can see that. Here we have also some rust, some dirty little pieces. And here we go. Here we go. Just get it all off again. So here we have the screws. 2 screws. The pressure part in here for the mount. And here we also clean here the rust of that old history part. This old part of history, and a very important dark hour in our mankind, I think, and I hope this time will be gone forever. So here we have some other markings on the grip. It's 2 times a W under a crown, which stands for Wilhelm the Emperor, or meaning the Caesar, German Caesar. So what we find, do we find something else? here we have some rust too. Let's see, carefully. Carefully. Okay, no more stamps here. And I think, well, let's see. No more stamps here. These two stamps are the only one on the in the end of that grip. Okay, but very good. So these two markings means they are watched over by a commissioner of firearms or of arms, and to make sure that that this piece was good to start its duty. Okay, here we have some rust I can't get rid of. Now we go. Here we go. Okay, very good. Let's get it have it some oil. It's thirsty, I think. Can hear it. I can hear. Give me some oil, please. Please give me some oil. Of course I do. Oil for the wood, oil for the grip, oil for the metal, and of course some oil for the screws. Careful here, not to destroy the color of the original patina of the wood. Here we go. Come out, little rusty. Okay. This was the bayonet. All length here. A nice blade, nice grip. And now we get the same with that mouth blade here. Why it's called mouth blade? Because it's the mouth of the sheet. And why is the place blade called place blade? Because it holds the blade in place. This is an old number from a former auction. I hope we can get it off clean. Well, let's see. First of all, let's stop this rust on the iron. Okay, here I think we need some hard help. Well, the SG98 has some clear disadvantages too, because it was very long, and when it was in use, and in this war all sides used the bayonet for the fight hand by man against man, and there the S98 often broke and was destroyed. So after that, in the Second World War, or even in the First World War, they were shortened, and then they were reused again, because this was a war of material and a war of resources. So every blade, every gun, every rifle, every thing counted in numbers, and who has the most resources won that war. We all know what happened. So, is this enough? I hope. I don't think so. No, when you can leave it like this, maybe. Okay, we have some rust relics on it, which I don't like. The same problem we have here. Where we have great rust relics on the place plate. I think we should use here some tools again. The cutter maybe with the pipe grinder. Let's see. But as I mentioned, the collectors of these bayonets don't hate, we can say they hate the polishing of original patina. They hate the killing or the destroying of stamps or markings. So I think it's better to leave it like it is. I think also with this old number on it, I will give that the leather sheath some fat, some leather fat. Give the iron some oil, and then we will leave it like this. Here we have also this stamp, a nice one. So here again we have these two, this W, I think, with a crown on it. And yeah, so let's see how we. Here we have another stamp on the place plate. Hope you can see that. A little damage here. Do we have some stamps on the leather? Some markings? I don't think so. I don't see any. Here we have also a small stamp on it. You can see it here. Yeah. Okay, so what we do? I think we give it some fat and some oil, and that's it. Okay. So some oil for the blade. Some oil for the mount, of course, and for the steel of the grip. Okay, here we go. Some oil for this part of the bayonet, and we do another. The other part we do with the oil of the stock. And we take again this one and give it some, give some stuff on it. Here we go. Okay, so this is the bayonet, and the sheath. We have some balsa. You can say it's a fat, leather fat here, and Let's start with the love of it. Okay, so here we got this one, and now we take a what we do about this. I don't know. It's not an easy question. I don't want to scratch the place plate, but I hate the look of this. Maybe we can wash it off with some warm water.